Master Tanaka, good evening. Friend Norton Channel, good evening. I am Saint Germain, speaking to you again. Very happy to be once more, through your energies, sending important messages to the beings of light and important messages to you too, in order to prepare you more and more. Every day, a step further. Every day, an additional step in search of evolution. Many people are supporting you. People who are grateful for the help they receive from you. People who are grateful for the messages that are sent to them through you. And this energy benefits you both more and more. Not only you two, but all the disciples of this great group led by Master Tanaka. And of course, as we said earlier, this is a cycle. It is a virtuous cycle in which people are being helped, and then these people, by gratitude, emit positive energies to you, and you increasingly evolve and can help more people. And this cycle is going to expand more and more. This is how we, beings of light, plan the evolution of this group. Just like it is happening here, it is also happening in various other places, in various other groups scattered throughout the earthly plane. They are fulfilling their role step by step, fulfilling this task of generating divine light sources for humanity. Very well, Master. Very well, friend channel. Some energies are heavier, but yes, it is important that there is growth, a learning opportunity with each experience. The experience that has been brought to us during this week gives us the opportunity to move a little further on some issues. Issues of utmost importance, basic subjects for the knowledge of humanity. The subject that comes to us at this moment is about heredity. The subject concerns the setting up of what you call a family. Families that not only include beings on the earthly plane, but also their respective ancestors. This is an issue that divides the world in the western and eastern part, where in a generalized way we can say that Orientals, influenced by religious issues, bring in their culture the cult for the ancestors, ancestor worship. On the other hand, Western culture, influenced by other religions, end up not having this cult of the ancestors. And I tell you that it makes all the difference. It makes a difference because ancestors are pieces. They are people. They are especially important spirits in the creation of human beings here on earth. Not only for the creation, but also for the degree of energy of humans on planet Earth. The influence of your ancestors on your energy makes all the difference to the experience of a human being here on Earth. Being more specific, we can say that, as already used sometimes, there is a term related to vampirism, obsessions, in other words, the energetic influences of human beings. It is a fact, and it is important to be said that yes, it is a fact. There is a relationship, a close connection between human beings with a degree of kinship. There is no doubt about that. This fact is not accepted in some religions, especially, as we have said earlier, on the Western side of the world, and that makes a big difference. In general, we can say that ancestors can influence the energies of the human being, especially in a negative bias. If the ancestors of a given human being are in a difficult situation, because of this family connection, they may be influencing the human being. They may even be sucking or feeding on the energy of this human being. Not just within the family ties, but also the connections by affection, affinity of this life and of other lives can influence the energy of this human being, okay? This is especially important to be understood by you. Sometimes we will give practical examples. A family member who may even be distant, a grandfather or a grandmother, a great-grandfather, a great-grandmother who is experiencing difficulties in the astral plane, may be unintentionally influencing negatively the energy of the human being. Obviously, people or beings who are in difficulty will approach those human beings with whom there is a connection. In this case, the great-grandfather, great-grandmother, grandfather, grandmother have a family connection, so it is understandable that there is this proximity, this closeness of beings of the astral plane with humans because of this connection. As we have said, people linked to Eastern cultures have rooted in their culture the worship of ancestors. In that case, ancestors receive prayers, receive positive thoughts, feelings, and these positive thoughts and feelings are transmitted to ancestors through beings of light when there is due permission, when ancestors can receive these energies. And in this way, the energies greatly help the well-being of these ancestors. In the Western world, as there is no such belief, there are no such cults. It turns out that human beings forget their ancestors, do not emit thoughts, feelings, prayers to their ancestors. And so, beings of light cannot help these beings. Then, progressively, these beings end up approaching human beings, their loved ones who have this family connection. This is quite common. Here in Brazil, for example, it is quite common to see this situation in a person who is loaded with energies from these beings, from his or her family, who end up negatively influencing their bodies. It is necessary that gradually we, as light sources, we gradually modify this situation. It is necessary that special human beings who listen to us, who follow us, have this awareness and pray, think positively, send energies to their ancestors, to their loved ones who have a connection with them, so that they are well, so that they are healthy, with comfort, with possibilities of evolving. Therefore, there is a big difference between the human beings who carry these energies from these beings from the astral plane and a human being who has these issues already resolved and who does not face this proximity of beings with not so qualified energies. So today's message is quite clear. It is important that you think, pray, meditate on your ancestors, even those who you have not met in life, and extend it not only to the ancestors, but to all the loved ones. You already know, you are familiar with the tool to keep these energies away from you. It is the basis of the Kuan Yin technique. Master Kuan Yin has the knowledge that most of the beings who approach are people, are beings who have a family connection. She knows that they should be treated with due respect. She elaborated the technique so that these energies are turned away from you. However, they must also be treated appropriately. When the energies released are sent to the violet flame for transmutation, these beings are taken to referrals, to treatments, to guidelines, to purification through the violet flame. And this is how the Kuan Yin technique helps human beings, so that their energies are increasingly eligible, increasingly positive, increasingly high in vibrations. Therefore, my beloved, today's message is very clear. Pray, meditate, think, and vibrate positively for your ancestors. That is why we, beings of light, speak so much about the need to treat the limiting beliefs that people of certain religions are properly oriented. Because of a limiting belief, people end up being influenced negatively, and beings of the astral plane end up being treated improperly. Yes, these beings are still obsessive. They influence negatively, but they should be treated not as haunting, not as evil spirits, but rather as brothers, as relatives in this case. They should be treated as equals, as beings who deserve your attention, beings who deserve to receive prayers for their improvement, prayers for their evolution, so that they are in comfortable situations and not treated as haunting. Very well, Master Tanaka. Very well, friend Norton Channel. I really appreciate your presence. I thank very much the beings of light who accompany us. Thanks to Archangel Michael and his legion of angels who are always here so that everything happens in the best possible way. My beloved, this information must be absorbed with great care, and actions must be carried out to modify the cycle in which the energies of beings of the astral plane influence you. Your energies are lowering, and this makes it possible to other beings of the astral plane to approach you. We must break this cycle so that you can raise yourself, raise your loved ones, raise your ancestors. In this way, everyone benefits from the Christ-like energies. Continue applying the Kuan technique. Keep sending your energies into the violet flame for transmutation, and think, pray, meditate for your ancestors. Gratitude to all of you. So be it, so it is. Thank God.